Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at a Godiva's Secret wig by the name of Nina. She's kind of a big sister to their most popular wig, Freedom. And this is what she looks like. I have her in two colors, Silverstone and Iced Mocha Rooted. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're looking at a wig by Godiva's Secret Wigs. Her name is Nina. She is a big sister to Freedom, one of their most popular wigs, and you can see why. She's a little bit more grown out, a little bit fuller, and maybe has some curls. Here is an example of what Nina looks like on a head, styrofoam head, and you can see some of the styling that's very similar to Freedom, as well as a little bit of an addition. We've got a little more length, a little more softness, a little more curl than on Freedom. This is the color Iced Mocha Rooted, and you can see she does have a root. And then this is the color Silverstone, that beautiful, beautiful Silverstone. Starts out very light and beautiful around the face, and then gradually gets dark to the nape. So, and a special shout out to my viewer who suggested that I use styrofoam heads to show the wigs and their style and cut. What a great idea. This just adds to being able to determine if this is the style that you want. But of course, you can always go to the website and see that as well. So now let's take a look at the cap construction of this beautiful young lady. All right, so what we have here is a closed cap construction, complete with a 1/2 inch soft velveteen band across the front. We've got what we have is permatease all through the top of this wig. We have closed ear tabs with lots of good fibers stitched on the underside, right at the ear tabs. Of course, the ear tabs can't exist without that metal stay in there. We have bra-like buckles on both the right and left to adjust the circumference. We have a little bit of an extended nape. It's closed, and then also lots and lots and lots of rows of curtains, hair curtains that create multiple covering, beautiful covering for the backs and sides of this wig. All right, and let's see, is there anything else I need to add for this? Nope, I don't think so. Okay, let's take a look at this color. This is Iced Mocha Rooted. You can tell she is what they call her is their darkest blonde color. And what it looks like to me is like a medium brown, warm brown with gold highlights throughout the whole thing. And then of course, a little bit more focus around the front of the face where the bangs are and the sides with some beautiful highlights in there. And of course, you can see the rooting that occurs here. And of course, she has permatease to disguise that cap up there. But because she has a little bit more length, you can either play that permatease up really nice and big, or you can pat it down and make it lie a little bit smoother. And we'll go over some of that together, okay? All righty. So we can see both these girls have the same exact cap construction. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try on Iced Mocha first, all right? But before I do, what I have on today, sadly to report, is a discontinued wig of Godiva's Secret. It is the lace front sister of Freedom, and her name is Liberty. She is a beautiful wig. I'm sad to see her go, but they did just introduce Freedom with a lace front. So that's taking the place of this particular wig. But for some reason, this wig fits me quite a bit differently than Freedom does. And I do prefer this one over Freedom. But, you know, that's life. We just move on and we'll find something else to buy, right? Okay, let's go ahead and try on Nina. Okay, this is Nina. Look at this. Oh, she's a full, shorter bob, kind of. Oh my gosh, with lots of curls. This is just right out of the bag. Well, right off the head. Anyway, for you. This reminds me of my aunts back in the 50s and the 60s. Oh my gosh. How about that? Look at this young lady. She is darling, isn't she? If you like curls and you like this type of razor cutting around your face, oh my goodness. Boy, she was perfect just right out of the bag, wasn't she? Okay, so she's really full right now because I did brush her before I put her on the wig stand. And so she's been woke up and I think she's ready to play. Doesn't she look like it? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing around with some of this around my face. I'm going to smooth that out a little. And then I'm going to tuck some of that behind my ears. Now, if you know Godiva's Secret Wigs, you're going to know that these young ladies have excellent coverage. Oh my gosh, she fits really well. I've got great coverage all the way around. Here is my sideburn and where that happens to land on this area of my face. So I get good coverage there. But not only that coverage, but in between and being able to see or not see wefts, that's an important part. But look at these curls back here. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. Now, this young lady would do really well with some headbands, wouldn't she? Oh, right across this area. Let me go grab a couple. Well, here's one that would work perfectly. Sit it right there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Perfect. Square bands. Can't live without them. That's beautiful. And then, of course, something more universal, something that'll go with everything. They're beautiful gold. Isn't that gorgeous? The colors of their square bands are wonderful. Okay, so that's if you want to wear this all up in the air. Let's try taking her down a little bit and let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to just make her a little more casual. We can create a bang. She comes with a nice wispy bang. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do her measurements. Let's do that real quick, okay? All right. So she has a 5-inch bang. The crown is 6.5 inches and the nape is 3.5. So you've got some good coverage there. She weighs 2.5 ounces. So she's not very heavy at all and she would be awesome. And look at the perfect little sideburn to cover that area and still tuck it behind your ears. Okay, so let's continue with trying to keep her down a little bit. Or, now, have you ever tried flattening some of that permatease by taking your brush through it a little bit more aggressively to let that sit down a little bit? You can do that. And then if you want to have all that permatease pumped back up again, you can do that too. But look at the different look. It's just enough to make it interesting. But we can tap down all these curls and make it a little less dressy or poofy. But isn't this cute? This is Nina, big sister to Freedom, in the color, one of my favorite colors, Iced Mocha Rooted. She is really pretty, isn't she? So we've got a little more tamed down look. And, but you know, she doesn't have all of the razor cut around the neck. Freedom is a little straighter and has a little bit, maybe it's not quite, maybe they're both similar in length, but Nina has more curl in the back. So if you're not one of those spiky girls, but you like having that razor cut or that layered cut along the back, this might be the right wig for you. And of course, you can make those bangs come straight across and fill them up a little bit more, make that more solid. Let's see, did we try parting it on different sides? I think we did, but let's try it again. And of course, if you get it flatter going one direction, then of course you can always do the opposite direction and make it even a little bit puffier, you know, a little more pizzazz, right? All right, let's try a little bit of water on her and see how she behaves, okay? So I know that we're gonna get a little bit more distinct in our definition of color. We might even get a little more distinct in the curl. But oh, what fun is this young lady? She's one that I haven't seen for a while. Okay, so what happens now with all this water is that we bring out the dark rooted areas. You're able to see them a little bit more pronounced. And then of course, we have the blonder highlights that stand out against that darker background. So how's that look? Can you tell a little bit difference? Little bit of difference? Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun to be able to do that with these young ladies, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm going to try on the Silverstone color next. Ready? Let's go. Okay, this is Nina in Silverstone. Look at how gorgeous she is. Oh my gosh, another just right out of the bag. Or right off the head. Sorry about that. Okay, let me turn around and let's take a look at her. All the curls, all the fullness, nice length, just a wonderful length for staying cool, not hitting on your clothes. You don't have to worry about friction frizz with this young lady. Oh, she is ready to go. She is ready to go. All right, cute little side razor cuts on the side. Again, good coverage. And of course, she matches really well with my silver gray hair. But I like having these cover my sideburn areas. Okay, the bangs, I could probably trim these a little bit. And of course, she stays up with some of the permatease up here. And all right, let's go ahead, and we know she can have a headband. That would be great. That would super work well. Work well. Anyway, and so now I would definitely trim these bangs just a little bit, because what I find with the Silverstone is that for me, because of the color of my skin and the color of my bio hair that hits right at the edge of the cap, I would have a tendency to see a definite stop-start line. But if I cut a thicker bang, it won't happen. If I put roots in this gray, that won't happen either. So that would be great. I could do that very easily. Okay, let's tone her down a little bit. Let's completely take her behind my ears. Let's see. Take those bangs and make them more side swept. Bring down some of that permatease. Flatten her out a little bit. Tell her that it's time for afternoon tea instead of going out to the to the club. Okay. All right. So I'm smoothing that part out a little bit, but she still has lots and lots of curl. Look at that. Oh, you can't settle that part down, can you? She has got a lot of personality. So you can tell that this is a sister to Freedom, but she is not exactly like Freedom. You get a little bit more with this young lady. You still get lots of versatility. You can tame down those curls. I bet we could even curl them under. Let me see if that would work. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Do you? She just really likes being out there, doesn't she? Well, this is Nina. A beautiful, beautiful wig with a little more fullness and a little bit more personality, right? Well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at her in these two colors, Iced Mocha Rooted and Silverstone. This has been a lot of fun for me too. So I'm going to say adios for today. You guys have a great week, and we will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Okay? Bye-bye.